All right, lesson 95. Trevor's going to read our scripture before we get started.
Hebrews 12:2. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God.
All right, okay. And we talked about Jesus being the author and perfecter of our faith, okay? And so I just wanted to read that and give that to you today. And let me pray. Father, we want to fix our eyes on you. God, you are the author and perfecter of our faith. God, I pray that you would be with our minds today, that you would continually cause us to think on things above and not on things of this earth. God, keep our mind on things of you and versus ourselves. God, I know that just we as human beings, our focus becomes ourselves. And God, instead, God, may we think of others and may we love you and think of you above all. Here I pray. Amen. All right, guys. Lesson 95. This is on volume, and I don't believe we've ever learned this, part of this concept. Okay? You have learned the volume of a cube or a rectangular prism. Somebody tell me what volume you know what is. Just tell me some, what is the formula? Somebody use
Height times length times width.
Keegan, tell us what volume is.
The length, the width, and the height.
Okay, if you're talking, you should not be. I'm not moving forward until you stop. Okay? Now, the volume is length times width times height. Okay, but I'm going to teach you a little bit of a different idea of what volume is. Okay? Now, I'm going to try to draw a 3D image of this. I don't always do great at those. Let's see.
Are you drawing a cube or a...
I don't even know. I'm just trying to draw. Oh dear. Okay. Let's see. Let's pretend this is the bottom of my figure and it extends out like high, but you can't. Everybody understand what I'm saying?
Just put another box kind of...
Let's do this. I got an idea.
If you put it kind of in the middle, it makes it...
Okay. Now, what I want you to see is imagine we have like little bitty sugar cubes, okay? And I put a sugar cube, a sugar cube, a sugar cube, a sugar cube. Okay, now they're not all going to be exactly great.
I could go for a sugar cube.
And
oh my gosh, it's a lot of sugar cubes.
okay, so how many sugar cubes do we have on the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so as you can see, I have 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, 5 rows of, how many is in each row? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, so we have 5 of 4. Okay? And that's kind of how you see it. But not only are we just doing the sugar cubes on our width and our length, we're also then taking those same sugar cubes and stacking them high. Okay? So I'd have to have how many on the next level? 20. And the next level.
20.
And the next level. Okay? And if I have that many, and let's say I do 6 levels of 20, 20 times 6 is 120. So that would mean I have 120 cubes that fill up this entire thing. Okay? That's what volume is. Okay? Now, I want to teach you a new formula for volume today. It still means length times width times height when you're doing a rectangular prism, but it means something different when you're doing every other shape. Okay? So write down this volume. It means the area of the base times the height. Who remembers that from last year? Or have I not taught that? I can't remember. Okay? So this is kind of a new concept. Alright? Volume is actually the area of the base times the height. Okay? What is my base here? What shape is it?
Square. Rectangle.
Well, it looks like a square, but it's actually supposed to be a rectangle because one side's longer. Everybody see that it's 5 and then 4. Okay? So it is a rectangle. Okay? And what do we know about the area of a rectangle? It is length times width, which the area of the base is length times width. So what you've known so far is length times width times height, which for this one it actually works good because the area of the base is a rectangle. Okay? equals, no, I was supposed to put a W. I did put a W, just you couldn't see it. Okay? Length times width times height. So our base is the one that's on the bottom and the top. You consider the base too. But the base is right here. So it is a rectangle. So you find the area of the rectangle times the height. Does everybody understand how you do it? Okay. Now, this is going to be very important when we do all the other ones. You will not be going by length times width times height anymore. You will be going by the area of the base times the height. Okay?
But would it be just the same thing?
It would be on this one. Yes. But not on the other ones that we're fixing to do. Okay? And I'll show you what I mean. Okay? So, we're talking about, for example, triangular prisms, circular cylinders. So let me draw some of those for you. Okay? This would be a triangular prism. Okay? Woo! Alright, that's a triangular prism, and what would the base be? What shape?
Triangle.
Okay, so to find this one, we would find the area of this triangle times the height. Okay, that's how we will find other things than just a cube. Okay, does everybody know what volume is?
Yeah.
Volume is what fills it up. It's not just the carpet, it's this entire room. Okay, what fills up this entire room? All right, so if I'm not just trying to find the area of this little object down here, it's a 3D object, so we're finding the entire thing. All right, and then we're looking at stuff like this, the right circular cylinder. Okay, right circular cylinder. We will find the area of the base, and the base is a what?
Circle.
Circle. So we'll find the area of a circle times the height. Okay, and then we'll do things like this, which is kind of what we were already doing. Okay, there we go. This is a right square prism. All right, and what are we going to find? The area of the base, then times the height. Okay, so everything now, when you're looking at volume, it's area of the base times the height. Now, sometimes the objects are going to be on their side, and you're going to have to discover in your own brain, where is the base? Which one is the base? And what you're looking for is the shape that defines the object, okay? So for example, let me draw this one up here.
What about a staircase?
We're not actually doing any of those today.
It has on lesson practice.
No, that's not a sphere.
A staircase.
Staircase? Oh, I'll teach you how to do those too. Yep. Okay, those are like mixed measures and stuff, not...
No.
Okay, we'll do those in just a minute. Now, let me draw this. Draw this on your page if you can. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, has everybody got that image? If you want to, you can just draw two, triangles, and then connect them, and then the bottom one, stuff like that, okay? Okay, has everybody got that? Now, okay, y'all are going to have to discover what is the base in this figure.
The base behind a triangle.
What is it? Somebody spelled it out. You said triangle?
Rectangle.
Okay, rectangle. What do you think?
Triangle.
It's going to be a triangle. Okay? Whenever you see a triangle in a figure, it's going to be the triangle. Okay? That's what you're looking for. Okay? So you're going to have to pretend that this prism is then set up on its side if you want to still see it as the base. Okay? So this right here is actually going to be what?
The side.
Not the side, the height. Because this is going to be sitting up. Okay? So, for example, I'm going to take this figure and I'm going to sit it up on its base. Okay? Because it's laying down right now. I'm going to attempt to do this. Okay? Okay. Now, this is the same thing, just up on its base. Does everybody get it? Okay, everybody write down these numbers. All right.
How'd you make that?
She drew it. That's hard to draw.
If you want to, you can just draw two things like that, and then connect everything, and then make dotted lines right here.
That's what I did.
Okay? If you want to do that one. Okay? Everybody got it drawn? Guys, we got to get moving, so shh. Thank you. Okay, so now my base is this triangle. So where does my numbers go over here? Anybody know? Let me go in and draw this little thing. Okay? I'm going to go in and put it on the top, even though we can say the base is the bottom. Let's go in and put the numbers up here. Keegan, what is this one going to be?
4.
Okay? Because it is actually my bottom. Okay? So it is my 4. And what is this one?
That is going to be 3.
Very good. Okay? All right? And then this 5 is going to be where? Right here. Very good. Okay? So does everybody see how I took this information and put it here? Everybody understand that part?
Yes.
Okay, good stuff. Now, if I'm going to find the area of the base, okay, what you're going to write is volume equals the area of the base, and you're going to put area of a triangle times the height. You want to go on and put that into your problem so you'll remember what you're doing. Okay? So the first thing is to determine what your base is. What base am I doing? Okay? And then you're going to write, I'm going to do the area of a triangle. Okay? So the area of this triangle would be, tell me the formula for the area of a triangle.
Oh, base times height divided by 2.
Base times height divided by 2, and then we have times height. Okay? I brought that down. Everybody see that? Okay? So let's do the base times height divided by 2. So what is my area of this triangle going to be? It's going to be 6. 4 times 3 divided by 2. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And then we have still times height to do, and our height is 5. So our final answer is 30, and if it's centimeters, whatever. Okay? With volume, who remembers what it's supposed to be? Cubes. Why? Because we did 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. Okay? 3 numbers, 3 measurements. Centimeters times centimeters times centimeters. Okay? For each of those. Does everybody understand? So, volume is no longer length times width times height like you learned it, even though it does make sense for it to be that. It is now area of the base times the height. Okay? Because our base will always be different because we're learning new shapes. How to do those. Okay? Alright. Let's do another one. This one is our circular cylinder. Okay? Now, this one is already set up, what I would say correctly. So what is our base?
Circle.
A base is a circle. Okay? So right here where it says base, I'm going to put circle. Alright? The area of the circle times the height. Now, this is where it comes in handy for you to know what the area, the formulas of each one of these figures are. So what is the area of a circle? Noah?
Radius squared times the diameter. No, the diameter squared times 3.1.
Radius squared.
Radius
No,
squared.
that's
Radius squared times pi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Radius squared.
is it diameter times no, you would take the radius
Radius
and
squared
multiply
times
by
pi.
Chloe?
Okay, area equals pi r squared.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay, the area of a circle is pi r squared. If you do not know that, you need to know that.
Wait, say that again.
The area of a circle is pi r squared. Okay? And then we have still times height, so I'm going to go in and put that in. So we have pi r squared times the height. Okay? The area of a circle times its height. Alright, let me go in and put our measurements in. It says that the diameter of this right circular cylinder is 20 centimeters. So this entire diameter is 20 centimeters. Okay? And then it says its height is 25 centimeters. Okay. So, how am I going to figure this out? Tell me what steps I'm going to take. Izzy? Tell me what to do.
Wouldn't it be, since you have to multiply, multiply the radius, then the radius would be 10.
Very good.
Then 10 times 10 is 100.
Yes, very good. Okay, so let's go on and put this and put our numbers in. Okay, pi is 3.14. Everybody got that? Radius is 10 because it's half of 20. We only wanted the radius. Okay, 10 squared. Okay, pi r squared is pi times 10 squared. Okay, 10 squared is 100. Okay, so that's basically 3.14 times 100. And who knows the easiest way to multiply by 100? Move your decimal
2 spaces
to the right. Very good. So 1, 2, we're going to go 1, 2. So it's going to be 314, then we still have the height, times the height, 25. Okay? And then once we do that, anybody know the number? Anybody know the answer so far?
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
It's 2,500.
2,500. Everybody get that?
No.
Okay, tell me somebody else.
I got it. I got 7,850.
Me too.
No,
doing
it's
it.
785 because there's one decimal still.
No, it's
No, it's not.
78.50.
78.50. Okay?
One decimal.
78.50.
That's not what the book says.
Oh,
Yeah, because it is 2,500. No.
Oh, they're leaving the pi as pi. Okay? And sometimes it will say that. So if we left pi as pi, okay, here's what it would be.
That's what I did.
Okay. I see. It's no problem. No worries. Okay? So if we left pi as pi, then it would look totally different. You're right. Okay? So our final answer is 7,850 centimeters cubed. Very good. All right. Does everybody know what they mean when they say leave pi as pi?
No.
Yes.
Okay? Here's what it means when you leave pi as pi. You just leave the pi. You don't put 3.14. Okay? And so everything that you do, then you go 10 squared is 100. So then your answer is pi times 100. Okay? Then you times this times the height, and the height is 25. So it's pi times 100 times 25. Okay? So 25 times 100 is, 2,500, and then you bring your pi down. You always just keep pi with it. Okay? Everybody understand? Antoinette, you see what I did? Yes.
Yesterday was National Pie Day.
Wow.
Was National High Day?
Pi as in eating pie?
No, pie as in math.
Pi as in 3.14. Yay, way to go, pi.
I don't know what you have to, I don't know.
Okay?
I don't know.
Everybody feel like they understand? Okay, I am going to do D with you. Thank you, Ms. Pardorf. Okay, so everybody write down D with me. Okay? This is the only one that Saxton didn't teach on in the lesson, so I do want to teach on it. Okay? I'm going to go on and draw it the best of my ability.
That looks awesome.
Okay.
You gotta draw the little thingy. You gotta draw the little, oh, the staircase.
Oh dear.
You guys are so
Easy. You can be good.
Please start that again.
good if I believe.
If you believe in yourself, you can do it. You just have to believe. Don't ask. She just has to believe. You just gotta believe.
Okay?
Weird.
Yay! Okay. Now, this is a staircase. Obviously, you can step up and then step up, okay? Now, what you're going to do on this, okay, is break it into two pieces like normal. Normally, you just see just this shape, and we find the area of that figure. Do y'all remember that? Okay, but we're finding the entire volume, okay? So this entire, what would take to fill up this entire staircase with sugar cubes kind of thing, okay? So, you're not just finding this, okay? You're finding the entirety. Now, you're going to have to break this shape up, okay? Does this break it up pretty good?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay? So now I'm going to put my numbers in, and I want to show y'all something. It says that this whole thing is 7. Okay? And we'll decide what we need to do with it in just a minute. It says this is 5. It says this is 3. It says this is 2, and this is 10. All right. Now, this is figure 1. Okay? I'm going to put A instead of 1 because that way we don't get the numbers mixed up. And this is B. Everybody see that? Okay. Now, what is my base on A and what is my base on B?
10.
No. What is my base? What is it? What kind of shape? Okay, it's a rectangle. So we are just doing length times width times height, right? Okay, so the area of the base is the length times width. So I'm just going to put volume equals length times width times height. Okay? Now, how am I going to figure out how to break up this 7? Because from here to here is 7.
I got it.
Anybody see? Anybody see
I
it?
got it. It's 4.
What part is 4? B or A?
B.
B? Where did you get 4?
Because the other side is 3.
Okay, so right here is 3, so this is 3, and this is 3. Right? So this is 3, and so this would be 4. Very good, and the entire thing is 7. Very good. Now, do we have all the information we need to do our problems?
Yes.
Almost. Okay, we have everything we need for B. We have length times width times height. Okay, but what about this one? We have length.
We don't have the width.
We don't have the width.
It would be 10 because it's supposed to be equal to.
Okay, very good. This is 10, so this is 10. Okay, so we have our length, our width, and our height. Okay, or how you want to say it. Length, width, height, however you want to say it. Okay, we have 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. Everybody get it? Length, width, height. Got it? Okay, so let's find the volume of A. See how I did that volume of A? All right, so we're going to go 10 times 3 times 5, right? And 30 times 5 is 150 centimeters or whatever it is, centimeters cubed. Okay? And then volume of B, what are we going to do? Tell me. Keegan?
4 times 10 times 2,
Very good.
which would be 80.
Very good. 80 centimeters cubed.
And then
What do I do with these problems?
You add
Add them up. So 150 plus 80,
230.
230
230
centimeters cubed. Okay, so that's how you do that. Everybody feel like they understand it?
Yes.
Good stuff. Okay, that is lesson 95.